So today we're talking about Close to You, which is a drama starring Elliot Page. It follows his character Sam, who has the chance to encounter with an old friend on his way back to a dreaded family reunion that forces him to confront long buried memories. I'm really surprised, Raj. This has very average scores on both IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes, it's got an average of 44% based on 18 reviews, and IMDb is kind of similar, 4.3 out of 10. But let's talk about it. It's written and directed by Dominic Savage, who's a BAFTA award-winning director, writer and actor. He was a child actor as well in Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon. This does feel very improvised, and I think that's why a lot of people have got an issue with it. I don't have an issue with that, because I think it makes it feel more believable.
Yeah, there's some definitely tough conversations around the family, and I definitely think it's highlighting a lot of those stereotypical conversations that people think and feel. So in that regard, you're going home as a trans person to see your family that you've kind of abandoned after a few years. That's really the premise of the movie, to celebrate the father's birthday. I don't know, it did feel a little flat in a few places. There's a main villain, which is a brother-in-law, and
oh my god,
it's just really a film that makes you sit and watch uncomfortable conversations as they happen, and the evolution of the parents, and them forgetting to use the proper pronouns, and to seeing an old flame and how they react to everything. So the film was a bit flat, so I can understand why the reviews are the way they are, but I think the film deserved a little bit more than what it got. Like, for me, it very much felt like Elliot Page was playing himself. So we all know everything that he's gone through lately, so it felt a little bit biographical in that sense. And I don't know, it probably didn't resonate with some people, and I can understand that because it was a little bit flat, but I just really liked the tension that it had in a few places, and those really heavy conversations that need to be had sometimes. So from that respect, I can respect what it was trying to do.
Yeah, I thought its heart was in the right place, and I was really shocked after the BFI Flair press screening, where someone in the front row got up and said, "What a load of shit," and I couldn't believe that, because I didn't think it was at all. I thought it was really powerful, and I loved kind of going on Sam's journey, because it makes you kind of get an insight into that, get like a little window into that experience, and obviously it's a lot more complex than that. And I think it does demonstrate what trans people might experience with people around them who should be treating their loved ones as a loved one instead of having this divide. So I think it does do that really well. And also it's kind of two stories as well, which I thought was interesting, because like you say, it's not just about the homecoming, it's also that rekindling of that past romance as well. So the complexities of so much that has happened since these two people have known each other many years back. So I thought that was really moving.
Yeah, it was, and maybe it might have been resonated with more people if it would have been more balanced, because I felt like it was 80% family drama, 20% rekindling of an old flame, and maybe if they would have balanced that out a little bit, I think it might have hit for a bit more people, because again, we're in that age of telling new trans storylines, and it focused a lot on the negative of people's negative opinions instead of telling a new story, really. And I think there was more to tell in that relationship, that rekindling of an old flame, because it ends on a nice note, and it's like, oh wow, I felt good about watching it, but it was quite heavy on the family scenes, and maybe that's a turnoff for some people. For me, it wasn't, but I can understand why some people wouldn't like that. I wouldn't walk out of a theater proclaiming it was shit, but that's a bit extreme, because it's not. But I can see why people might think it's a bit hard to watch.
Yeah, I was really shocked because that is not how I read it at all. But I think it does demonstrate those polite conversations, you know, the family environment, you know, that small talk that people go through, you know, also once those greetings, those initial greetings are out the way, you know, the stuff that's bubbling under. So you get that brilliantly, that, you know, it's not all niceties just because it's a family. I mean, there's stuff rumbling away there. And I thought that was great. I really liked it. I'm going to give it 4 stars because I thought the performances were great. I thought Elliot Page was fantastic. I think you're right to a certain extent. Maybe he was playing elements of himself. Maybe I don't know whether he was playing the character he was playing. I don't think it was entirely him. Maybe, but I think he probably did, you know, understand those experiences. So I think it did feel genuine, and I think it does demonstrate, you know, just the way people just do behave badly in situations like that.
Yeah, like for me, it's a solid 3 stars. I'm kind of in the middle of the road with it, but I appreciate what it was trying to do. I love Elliot Page, think he's an amazing actor.
Good to see you, Raj. Don't forget, everyone, to check out our BFI Flair playlist. We've got lots of content this year. Do check out all the others for more information on the festival. And if you were there, let us know. Drop a comment down below. See you on the next one.